Hi everyone, it's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane. Happy Monday everyone. Let me know when you're on. All right. Who's on? All right, somebody's watching. So we've got a couple of announcements to make. The washi tape is back. It's back. So it came in late Friday afternoon. So those of you that have been wanting it, it is back. Jean, I have already ordered yours and it's on its way. So this is back. For those that haven't seen it, it's sold out twice before. And it's washi tape. And then there's a die. I don't have the die with me here. But the die then cuts out all the flowers. So you stick this onto, some people stick it on vellum, some people stick it on white cardstock, and then you cut out all the flowers all at once. But it came back in on Friday afternoon because I had a little alert to set me up when it came in, but it's back. So for those of you that have been waiting on it, not sure if Jean is on, but Jean, I have already ordered yours. Hi, Jean. Yes, yours is on its way. I ordered it Friday as soon as I got the email. So that is back. Also, starting tomorrow, whoops, no worries. Hi, Megan. There is a in-colour sale. Now, even we don't know, hi Lisa, even we don't know what is on sale. It says select in colour items. So they're the in colours, but it's 15%, I think 10 or 15%, I can't remember. Oh, I was just going to check and then I'm like, I'm already live, I can't go and check. But it starts tomorrow. So if there's anything that you're interested in that's in colours related, I know you have 2 rolls, Glenda. I don't know why any person would need more than 1 roll, because this I have done 2 set. Thanks, Megan. It's so wide. I have done 12 class kits of so this is 1 set. So when you get the washi tape, you find it until it changes color. So then you have like a purple set of flowers, then you have a red set of flowers. So in my class that I did, everyone got a purple set and a red set. And there was 12 in that class, so that's 24 sets of flowers plus the personal use that I've done. And there's still like a lifetime supply on there. But I get it because it's been popular. This is the 3rd time it's back because it's sold out twice already. But back to in colours. Anything in colour, so it says select items that are in colour related will be on sale tomorrow until the end of August. that are 15% off. So I am stocking up on cardstock. I'm also buying the re-inkers because I haven't bought the re-inkers yet. Because I'm just assuming they're on. So 15%. Thanks, Megan. That these will be on sale. I have heard it's anything that is full color like full in color, but some of the DSPs which might have some of the in color in them, they won't be on sale. So that's why they're saying it's only select in color products. But that's all I know. So yes, I have them in my cart ready to go. So as soon as the sale starts tonight, I will order that, because those of us that are demonstrators as well, we get to pre-order out of the Christmas catalogue tonight, well, at midnight. And if it's anything like last night, I will still be up at midnight because I couldn't sleep. So there's that. Plus there's some new online exclusives as well. So I have a massive order to put in tonight. And we have, it's the end of the month. Love the end of the month. So for July, I got $1,539 in sales, which was amazing. Thank you, everybody. Which is 35 petals, which means, is it this? I don't know what green. Oh, and there's new kits that come out tomorrow. Yes. Thank you, Megan. I told you there were so many announcements. So we've got a few of these to colour in as well. So the Stampin' Up! Year finishes on the 30th of September, which technically means now I've only got 2 months to fill this sheet, and this has taken me this long to get it. So I believe it won't happen, but, you know, it was a stretch goal to start with. I'm going to sneeze. And so you've got to give it a good crack. But that's okay. So at the 31st of July, I'm at 94,680 CSV. So my goal, for those that don't know, is was trying to hit 100,000 CSV before the end of the Stampin' Up! Year. So that's okay. Let's do this orange one. Thank you, Megan. Hi, Marie. And then we've got 4 of these petals over here. So I worked this out before I came on, and so that I didn't get distracted talking and colour too many, which is what happened last month. But that's okay. So I thought I'd give you an update where that's at, because I've had a couple of people ask me. So, but I'm very happy, like I'm over halfway, because 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 full ones, and now I'm in the second half. But we have 2 months to go, not 6. So anyway, we will get there. Just probably won't happen this year. So the other thing I've got to show as well is some cards that I made the other night for my team meeting. For a little challenge, doing the rippy paper technique. And so the technique that we were using with the embossing folder and then adding some ink to it, I did that with the beautiful butterflies embossing folder as well. And then still the rippy technique here as well. So I need to photograph them and stick them up on my thing. And then tonight, I thought I would do this scrapbooking kit. Haven't done one for a little while. So this is the Wildflower birthday scrapbooking kit. And it comes with the paper. I love this sheet of paper because I like those stripes. And the flowers. The dots. I quite like this paper. So we'll see what's left. Oh, that's only one-sided paper. And that's only one-sided paper. See what's left after all this. And then we've got the two-tone cardstock. So the two-tone cardstock, this is Petal Pink, I believe. This is dark, light, dark, light. And so with the two-tone cardstock, if you bend it or crack it, it's got a white core. Or if you emboss it and then like sandpaper over it, it'll actually do a white thing. Whereas when you emboss our normal cardstock, it's colour all the way through. It's dyed all the way through, whereas the two-tone cardstock is actually printed. That's why it's got the white core. So that's Pretty Pink. And then this is Peach Pie. And then the white cardstock. Pretty Pink. Pretty in Pink, yes. And then, oh, look at these die cut pieces. Some more die cut pieces. And the thing that I like about this is, look, it's got the projects on the back. So you know, project 1, 2, 3. That's what I like about these kits. Awesome. Tells you. And then this is the sticker sheet. And then we've got, hi Janice, the photo mounts on there. And then that's the end piece. Now I keep them for when I do my albums, when I make mini albums myself. Right, so let's get to the instructions. Okay. We want this paper, cut orientation. Okay, so it does tell you the instructions and it tells you which way to cut the paper as well. So we've got to cut the orientation. So we're doing this one, it's doing 7 inches down. And 3 inches. With the photo mounting, do you actually stick them on the project and then the photo on top, or do they just show you where to put the photos? It's a bit of both, Megan. It depends on what you want to do. So some people, so they spoke about this a lot in the virtual album retreat. So then this goes to 10.5. Some people will use it on like coloured cardstock and then that so that it's an extra mount or an extra layer, and then you just cut your photo down again so you can stick it on there like that and then stick your photo and have the white showing, or you can peel them off. So when you stick them down, you only want to stick them down lightly with a little bit of thing. But there's a lot of scrapbookers that don't even stick them down and don't use them. But I do use them. So I know what size photo, because I'm not very good at working out what size photo yet. And then this is 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. 5 1/4. But also just so that I know, by 1 1/4. Where to stick my photos, because in that virtual album retreat, there were some photos that were stuck that, oh, we need the other piece here, that didn't, that weren't on like cardstock photo mount type things. So they were, you didn't know whether they were or not photos, if you know what I mean. All right, so this one we want to cut down there first. But what is that? 5, 5. Okay, we're cutting this at 10. Cut that at 10. Put that over in scraps. And so we want 10 by 1 1/4. It's pretty easy once you've got, like, I find these kits better because you've got the instructions. And then this is by 9 3/4. Because I'm not very good at coming up with something myself yet, which is why I'm still doing the kits and stuff for scrapbooking. But I did enjoy the virtual album retreat. Okay, so this, and we've got the paper that way. Okay, so we're doing 10 inches again. And then 11 1/2. Hi, Julie. It's been forever since I've seen you. Okay, this is 5. How you going? So then this is 10. 1 1/4 by 10 1/2. Okay, so 1 1/4. By 10 1/4. Oh, well, that's good. Now you can catch up with me. Okay, so we get the second piece of that. And we have got 3 3/4 by 12. 3 3/4 by 12. And we have got 1 1/4 by 5. Okay, because I wanted to do this kit first because I've still got leftovers from my other punch out sheets. And I was going to make cards with that tonight, but I wanted to make the kit first, this kit first, so then I knew how much paper I've got left over as well. Because I didn't want to use it for something that I should have. 2 inches by 11 3/4. And then 9 1/4 by 9 inches. So that's 9 1/4. And then flip that by 9. And then we've got that piece again. So we've got 2 inches. I do believe there'll be quite a bit of scraps left over. The thing that I did like about the virtual album retreat was all these pieces were cut for you, so you didn't have to do that. But yes, 5 by 11, so then that's 5 by 11. And then this is 4 3/4 by 9. Okay. Peach pie. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so peach pie we have 3/4 by 12. Then we have 3/4 by 12. Then we have 1 1/4. And 1 1/4. So one of these is 10. Well, we've missed seeing you as well, Julie. And then one of these is 9 3/4. There was a video that you missed that I had like nearly all my blocks out, and I'm like, where is Julie? Okay, so we tick this to 8, because then we've got that big piece left, and this is 4, and that will be 4. Yes. Okay, that's that piece. Now 8 3/4. Let's do that. And we've got 4 1/2. So did we all have a good weekend? And let's do 5 1/4. So we've got another big chunk there. And this is 1 1/4. And then we've got 1 1/4. But this one is by 5. So I've designed my sip and stamp class on the weekend. I posted out class kits today, ladies, for the August class. And white willow cardstock. We are cutting here at 3 1/4. The scrapbook, once you cut the pieces, are you putting them in a pile for each page? No, I'm cutting them all into things. But that would be a good idea to do, Megan, because these pieces here have like 3D, 3H, 1. So it's got all the pieces. But I've done a few now that I'm cutting all the pieces. And we'll work it out. 3 1/4. And this one is 4 1/4. And this one is 4 1/4. So this one we've got 3 1/4. 4 1/4. And 4 1/4. Well, that's good, Julie. So then this is 3 1/4 to get your car back. 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Now, these, I'm assuming, to your point, Megan, are photo mounts, all these pictures here. So then if you're having white and white, in that case, because these are all going to be photo mounts, you wouldn't need to keep that there as a layer as such. So you would pull it out. But it is nice, especially if you're gifting it to somebody, that's where they know to put a photo, or if you're new to scrapbooking, that's where you know to stick a photo. So 3 1/4. If these were coloured like the pink, you might want to leave the white there to give you like a double layered photo mat. And because I've been cutting glimmer paper, my blade is shot. So let's just change my blades over as well. Because as pretty as glimmer paper is, it's not great for your blades. And that's because, so I'm getting furry edges on that, which is why I know to change my blade. And then my other piece of white willow, we are doing at 4 1/4. Hi, Anita. Find that cardstock does it when you cut it, but nice and crisp now, because now we've got a good one. Oh, well, that's not... I was supposed to cut that. Good thing I have got a whole heap here. 6 1/2. Oh, only just. 6 1/2 by 4 1/4. By 6 1/4. Oh no, by 4 1/4. But this one is only going to be by 6 1/4. Not 6 1/2. And then 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then this piece is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay, so there are my photo mounts done. And then we've still got 2 pieces of white willow cardstock, which need to be cut at 11 1/2 by 11. Okay, so this one we will do 11 1/2. We are doing the Wildflower birthday scrapbooking kit. 11 1/2 by 11. And then this piece we need to do 11 1/2. By 11. Okay. That appears to be all the cutting, which is great. So hopefully I can put my trimmer away. I only stuffed up doing one bit of white, but that's okay. Okay, so the left page. So we're using these as the pages. And those white pieces that we just cut. How's my finger? My finger is so much better, but I do have to get my nails done on Thursday, and I do think it's going to be very sore. Now, make sure they're the right size when I get my nails done. Goes this way. Okay, so we're just lining that up. And we want all these pieces. So the 1B piece. I opened the rubbish bin at underneath my sink and pretty much tore my nail off, and then I stuck a band-aid on it and stuck it back on, but it's only really holding on by the dry blood underneath it, which is a bit gross, but it is what it is. Okay, so these are all my photo mounts over here. Let's pop them to the side for a second. This page looks really easy, actually. We just need to get the right bits. So we need 1C, 1B, 1H. So 1C was the 3 by 10.5 of this, which I think is that piece there. One G, which was that little piece across the bottom here. That's going that way. One E and D is the 1D and E are these two pieces here. One F. Why were you in the kitchen? I know. I know, right? And this is what happens when I do end up in the kitchen. One F is this skinny piece. 1 1/4 by 5. That looks like that. EDF. I think that's it. So matte photos on 1H, 1I, 1Q, 1R, 1S. So with these photo mounts, we have a 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and 4 1/4 by 1/4 is all the ones. Okay. So let's see whether we can work this out. Okay, we stick this bit here, but up right against that by the look of that. We have the peach pies. One is light, one is dark. The shorter one is the dark. They're butted up against that like that. And then we have this piece up here. Then we have this piece down here, and we're missing some blue paper. What's this blue paper? 1B. 1B, 1B, 1B. 1B is 4 3/4 by 9. That looks like that. And that must go in under all of that. All right, so that's how I think we're going. Okay. Yes, it's really pretty, DSP. And that's why I wanted to make the some cards with it, because I've got some leftover die cut pieces. But because I've combined my pack of DSP plus this, I wanted to make sure that I got it right. Now, I eyeball a lot of things rather than measuring, but they do have measurements that this ends up being like 5 3/4. So that needs to, that much, do you think that lines up? Let me check that is this the 4 3/4 piece? Yes. By 9, yes, so that's the right piece. But so much of that sits underneath there that then this ends up being like 5 3/4. Which is about right there. Okay. So that's about an inch off there in the middle. Right. If you feel the need to measure, you can measure. I do not. So I know Megan's a bit scared with the scrapbooking kit because she hasn't had a lot to do with them. Has anybody else done too much? Okay, so then that sits there. We have this, then this, then this, then this. And that all kind of just sits in the middle there. They all butt up to the edge. All different sizes there. I think these shift down a little bit. Just not the kids. So this one looks like it's 4 inches from the bottom. Oh, look at that. Just looking at the pictures. Okay. I think they overlap a little bit, but not much. On your cross stitch, wow. So then this one's got to go down. because this, the darker bit goes over it. Well, on the weekend, I cleaned out my junk drawer. Do we all have a junk drawer? I've got 3 of them. I've got like half a big garbage bag full of stuff and then a whole heap of stuff to take to the secure bin at work. So that looks like that goes there. And this one goes there like that. Okay, so that is going on there and that goes on there. So when I usually stick these photo mounts on, what they told us in the scrapbooking virtual album retreat is just put a little bit of adhesive on there so that you can like twist it off without ruining your page or anything like that. If you are one to use them or if you want them on there. Now, if after you choose your photos, you decide that you want them double mounted or something like that and you want this to stay on there, then you can add more adhesive at that point. And I find a lot of them didn't do it with the virtual album retreat, but I find I like to pop my photos up all the time. So I'm going to I sold 2 of my buffet cupboards and chucked out my junk at the same time. That sounds very rewarding, Julie. I do like having a big cleanup. I went off at the boys on the weekend because my kitchen bench was a mess and most of it was Hunter's stuff, so they had to clean that up, which was great. I came home from shopping and that was done, so I was very pleased. Now, where's that? Now, what I did learn in the retreat that we did was that just because you put 1,000 dimensionals on doesn't mean you need to take the backings off all of them. So that's a little quick win that I'm very pleased with. Okay, I don't know where this thing comes from though. Is that in the sticker sheet? Oh, here it is here. Right, so this is project 1. Made 3 trips to Vinnie's. What else is project 1? This here. Oh. Nothing else, project 1 there. So that goes there like that. So with where you want journaling, if you're going to journal straight away, then you could journal and then you could look at popping it up. But if you're not going to journal straight away and going to come back and do it later, then you need to try and obviously make it flat or hide your journaling or something, because you can't write on raised things. No more clutter in this house. That's me. I don't keep anything, Julie. I'm terrible. Now, I'm not going to I'm only going to stick him down the bottom. So that if I need to no, I could actually stick him at the top there too. Just move it far enough away from that. It's not going to impact that. Right, and then special day, it looks like it's a sticker. I need a declutter fairy to come to my place. Oh, borderline on hoarding. I don't know whether we'd still be friends if I did that though, Megan. I don't want to take up, so on the instructions here, they've got it going over the, like the tag to do the journaling. I don't know whether I want that or not, because there's not a lot of room there to journal as it is. So I'm going to stick it up here. Special day. Right, there's page 1 done. Happy days. Now, this piece is the matching side. So you want to make sure it does that. And what do we need? There. So let's stick this one down first. Let's bring this back so that we can line it up. Okay, so then we need this big piece here by the look of it. That goes there. And then 1K. See, I think sometimes it's good when you've got somebody that comes and does the decluttering. But probably not somebody that has no attachment to anything, because I just chuck everything. Where is 1K? Why am I not seeing? Oh, here, 1K. It's this big piece here. Right, that's an awful lot of paper that's being hidden behind there. We did talk a bit in the virtual album retreat about like hollowing out your pages, or whatever they call it. Like, there's a lot of paper behind there. I don't think you need that. It looks like the puppy had a great birthday. So if you wanted to keep this paper, you could obviously not have that much behind there, because what a waste. If you wanted. Oh, I've got to banner some stuff. I'm not very good at bannering. Okay, let's stick this down first. So that's about 1 inch. There. This piece goes to the... I've never really done a birthday thing for my dogs. Obviously they're missing out. In my declutter, I did find, when I cleaned out the junk drawer, I did find Buddy's, Buddy's birthday thing. So we want 1N, 2N, 1N, 1M. 1N, 1M. I think that's these. Yes, the 1 3/4. 2 fatter pieces. That. Plus 1P and 1O. They're all 1 3/4. We want that side and that side. Right. Now, I think I'm just going to get my retired punch because I'm not very good at bannering. And I find if I have the photos first picked out, I'd be lost. I try and do the page and I'll add the photos later to it, because otherwise I just spend too much time worrying about what's the colours and stuff to use. This way, using the kits, you don't have to kind of do that. And guess what? You can print all your photos in black and white, so then it doesn't matter what colour the photo is anyway. And you can have whatever colours you want. I know you don't want all your photos in black and white, but it certainly helps. There we've got the dark. No, that's the light. That's the dark. The light underneath. And then that goes on that. Now, do you think, do we have this as a 2-page layout? Yes, look at that. See how on here when you've got the 2 pages, they kind of line those up. So let's bring the other page back in to get some symmetry happening here. I had them up way too high. That is over that. Right, let's stick this one down first. And then stick this one down. Oh. There's a few punches that I won't get rid of, Julie, and my banner punch is one of them because I'm terrible at bannering. They gave us some tips in the retreat, but even in that, I still pulled out my banner punch. It was easier. Except for when the piece was too big. Oh, I just pulled my hair out. Okay. We might only get 1 page done, but I've cut all the rest. Okay, so then this piece then looks like it goes here for possibly some more journaling. We have this, this, and this, which means we have this, this, and this. And we'll flip them over so that we can stick some dimensionals on them. And where's Kerry tonight? Did I miss her? Usually she's the one reminding everybody else, but I don't remember seeing any comments from her. Another question, when you print your photos, do you print normal size and cut down or print to the size of their mount? I would probably print normal size and cut down because it's cheaper, because I'm a tight ass. But I print my photo, unless I wanted to print, you know, sometimes when you print photos, you can print them with the border and stuff like that. So if I knew I was going to be cutting down photos, I wouldn't print it with the border. And I'm just going to line that up with that one. Let's line this page up again so that we have some symmetry here. No Sue either. Ugh. Obviously they found something better to do. I'm a tight-ass. Yes, I am. But I see those, lots of people were talking about like those personal little printer things that you just connect USB and they do all the pictures and stuff. And I'm like, what? Whereas I just go to like Officeworks and print my photos. And I'm just going to leave that flat so that I can do my journaling in that. Nice, Megan. If you already had your journaling, you could then pop that up as well. But that's it. That's the 2 pages done. We've got everything cut for another few pages. But how cool is that? I like that. Do we like that? I need to put that in an album now. I don't believe there's anything, any other stickers or anything that go on that. No. I print my photos at Kmart as it's across the road from work. Yeah, I usually just go to Officeworks and print. Do we want to hang around for another page? Because I'll probably continue doing it. But it's going to go past the hour, I can tell you now. Because we've got 3 minutes to the hour. And I know some people have to work and, you know. This looks like we're doing pretty pink for both pages. I also do, like I do a photo book for every year of Hunter's Life. I do that, get all my photos off each year. Oh, there's more bannering. I should have left that punch out over here. And I get them printed at Big W when they have their sale at the end of the year. So instead of photo books being $60, they're only $30. And that's what I give everyone for Christmas presents. Okay, this looks really simple. So let's hope it doesn't take too long to do. We've got these 2 that are going here by the look of it. Yep. These 2, which are going this way. And we've got one of those strips each, I think. And this green one gets bannered over here. Let me just banner that while I'm talking. And look, that fits in the banner punch good. It's a bit easy to line up when it's a proper banner. That's all that's bannered on this side is that. This side, oh, it's another one of them. Right. All the cutting is done, which takes the longest. Yes. So now it's just kind of putting it together, and so then that goes on this side then. And that looks like it's about it. So this is like 1/4 of an inch, and we've got that. Why is that? Should this be a different way? That looks like it should be across the whole page. That is across the whole page. Okay, 2A. Did I cut that wrong? 2A. Three and 3/4 by 12. That's because I'm using the wrong bits, Vicky. So the small bits are the ones that go across, and then that, good thing I checked that. Right, the small bits go all the way across the bottom. Yes. Then that bit goes there, and that goes over the top of that. And that goes like that. Okay. I think that looks right. They need to keep with the puppy. That was more fun. I need to line that up. Oh God, I've really gone crookedy. Come on, move, move. Oh. And light side or dark side? Base page, pool party die card. It doesn't say. Let's just do the dark side. Good thing that piece is getting covered, I can tell you, because that didn't stick down very well. Now, this comes down about there. Again, you could measure this, but I don't. This then sticks across. Ah. Can I pull this piece up? The orange piece is supposed to go above this piece, but I'm going to have to keep my pages consistent now. But the orange piece goes above that. But that's okay. Oh, and I've just run off the page with adhesive there. Good thing that's going to cover it. Line them up again so that we have some symmetry and consistency. With that. Whoops. Okay, so now we have this and this. Oh, those two. That goes there. Oh, so that's those two, yes. And then I'm doing this page as well. Look at that. And that is this and this. That looks square, not rectangle. 2K. No, 2K is that. Right, okay. So we have 3 by 3. We have 3 by 3. Three by 4. 3 by 4. Whoops, not that one. And 4 by 4. Okay, so again, I'm going to pop my photos up because that's what I do. But we need some of these pool party things over here first. This little, how am I meant to stick this down then? This is gonna need, oh. I was hoping this was a sticker, and it's not. Oh. Okay, so now we need to poke all these bits out. I have found since doing some scrapbook pages, I have used more wet glue, but we all know that I'm not a big fan of wet glue. But let's just dab a little bit. Whoop. Okay. And that goes on there like that. Now we need to do this one. Oh, and now because I'm trying to hurry, it's seeming like it is taking forever. So then pop this one on as well. Try not to get too much glue on you. Get the dimensionals. So hopefully I have inspired you by doing these two kits, or these 2 pages, double pages, to try a scrapbook layout, because it is really not, like I've just done 4 pages in an hour then. It's not that difficult with the instructions either, except I stuck the peach pie bit before I should have, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. And there's just a little bit of decorating once we stick these on. Where do we, this side. So this one goes just about there. And really, no one knows what the sample would have been or was, so that you can, if you feel brave enough, you could change it up completely. Am I at that stage yet? Hell no. I am following the instructions pretty much to the letter. Even some people that did the virtual album retreat, they changed colours out, they changed layouts completely. Yeah, no, so not ready for that. But I still enjoyed it, and I still did it. All right, so then this one goes, they've got some stickers and stuff underneath. So I'm not gonna put that down too hard just yet. All right, so on this one, for the bit of decorations, we've got one of these ones in Pool Party. Oh, These need to be cut. They're my ribbon scissors. Okay, these stickers need to be cut. And I'm not going to stick that on the photo, but I am just going to stick that there. Then I used Project 2. That's on there. Project 2. And Project 2. Now, anything else on there? No. So this flower is what they've used here. So I probably should have moved them in a bit, but that's all right. I'm going to change that up and we're going to stick that down there. See, so I do change things a little bit. And I'm going to pop that up because I've popped my photo up, but we only want to pop it up down the bottom. So that when we go to stick our photo on there, we're not tearing up adhesive or anything. Right, so that's there. Change that up a little bit. Now this one, we've got Celebrate as a sticker. And they've centered that, and we're just gonna do that there. Now this one they've stuck behind here. So we might just have to lift that there, and we just stick some adhesive on that. Lift that underneath there. And same with these balloons. Just stick some adhesive on them as well. And tuck them in behind there. Right, there's our second page done. So I don't think we're going to get to the third page tonight, ladies, but that's our second. But thank you everyone for joining. I will remember to do the third page and then share pictures with you or show you next week. But if you have scrapbooked or done any kits, please be sharing some photos and stuff with me. It's really hard to video and get them both in a both in the camera though to get to 12 by 12 layouts. So thank you everyone for joining. Hope you have a great week and I'll see you next week. Bye.